Hi, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Sarah, and we're the Global Geezers.
We're in Akureyri, Iceland.
And we have sunshine. We were expected to be rained in today, and man, we got here and we just had sunshine the whole time we've been going through this passage, and it's just been beautiful.
Yeah. We don't have any tours planned, and I think you need to have a tour planned well in advance. So
Yeah.
I don't know what we're going to do today, but we're going to take you with us anyway, so it could be exciting or it could be kind of boring. You be the judge. So let's go. All right, this place has a dock. And photographers. They're everywhere. You can't get rid of them. They're everywhere.
So we walked off the ship. The tours had been booked from the cruise for months, and we knew that coming into Iceland, but we walked right off the ship and we thought, let's just walk over to a tour operator and see if we can get a tour. And it looks like they might have room. They're putting the people who booked in advance on the minivan right now, and he said to wait here. So
we booked a tour, but it isn't until 12. So we have 2 hours to kill, so we're gonna walk up into the city. Here we go.
Alright, we've come to some kind of little plaza, walking from the ship up to the church. Lots of places to eat, picnic benches for people to sit. Really cute. Now I got the light behind me, but we're gonna have to stop by and pick up some food on our way back to our tour, because if we're getting on at around noon, then we'll probably be hungry. So, oh, pretty mural, little girl.
We're headed up to take a look at the Lutheran church. It's kind of their icon here in Akureyri. That's our target, right up on the hill.
It's time to head back down the stairs. A little bit of exercise first thing. Sure is beautiful though. Glad we have a little bit of chance to walk around first. Well, especially while the sun is out. Goodness gracious, how lucky are we?
Akureyri is the second largest city in Iceland. It's got a population of that. And it's in the most, well, it's not the most northerly part of Iceland, but it's in northern Iceland.
So we're gonna head back to the ship for a little bit before our cruise happens, or before our tour happens rather, because the tour doesn't leave till noon. We figure it'll give us a chance to eat, go to the bathroom, and all of that, relax, and then get on the tour fresh. So we walked around town a little bit, and now we have some time to chill at the ship. All right, we're on our first stop of our tour, and he's led us out in the middle of what seems to be nowhere. But we're walking up to Godafoss, which is a waterfall. It's called the Waterfall of the Gods. And it's supposedly where the priest that was sent here to convert Iceland to Christianity threw the gods into the waterfall. And that was a symbol of the switchover. So we're gonna walk over to it.
Godafoss. Waterfall of the Gods. And you can see a lot of people here. But the rock is volcanic right in front of me. Pretty. You can see by the color it's glacier water. So it's coming from a glacier. It's like a mini Niagara Falls. Left side would be the US, the right side would be Canada. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Not really. Yeah, here's where the buses and the cars can stop and park. And you walk out to the falls. It's a nice little farm up there on the hill. That looks like a cafe, a place for souvenirs, bathrooms, and the such. But just look at the landscape. It's just really smooth, green, windy, lava rock out there. That's really cool.
Off in the distance, but
Yeah, see the mountains off in the distance.
but I mean, even those, look at this shape of them.
Yeah.
Here on the left side we have the lake of Mauswa. It goes almost all the way to Husavik.
This is the Lake Mavatin area, and the lake is only 4 meters deep at its deepest point. It's an interesting kind of lake for just a 4-meter lake.
It's just a little windy up here. It's icy too.
Yeah. All right, these are the pseudo craters. I don't know how they were created, but they call it pseudo craters, and this is Lake Mavatin. Okay, I find it interesting that they tried to put turf or grass over this volcanic rock. It's a light rock.
Yeah, it's like nothing almost.
But you can see how they tried to put grass over it, and it's pretty much all the way on the walkway.
This is another stop after the lake, and this is where they filmed the part of Game of Thrones where Jon Snow was with the wildlings. It's very cool. Look at the rock formations. It's from this whole area surrounding us is all part of a lava field that's 2,500 years old. And as you can see, some of these formations were created over so much time. They just look really cool.
And from what we understand, the volcano that all this stuff came from is over on the other side of that mountaintop. See that flat mountaintop over there? It's just over on the other side of that. So that's where that volcano is that dropped these off. Yeah, you can see the dark lava along the whole road, really. Pretty amazing. You got a visitor center up here, where you can see the lava rock formation that took just 2 to 3 days to form. Yeah.
Very cool, huh?
Yeah.
I love the view of the lake and all the formations of the little tiny craters in there.
Yep. The pseudo craters.
The pseudo craters, yes.
New word, pseudo crater.
Yeah.
This is a good area to hike. You can actually hike up to the top of that mountain. Here's the paths to get to there. Tells you the distances and where you are in conjunction with Lake Mavatin. There you go, Icelandic Santa Claus. Icelandic folklore has 13 Santas.
Wait a minute.
Hence, that's what you saw in the cave, because they live in this area.
Yeah.
Not all the Santas are good, so.
I think so.
But I guess you can't have all the good Santas. But this is, I like their folklore. It keeps the kids in line, basically. Because if you're bad, like, a cat will eat you. Weird things.
That little sign to explain.
But oh well.
Our driver is right behind us in the red flannel, and he reminds Kevin and I of our oldest son. Kind of funny. Little bit of resemblance. Here and there.
A little bit.
Yeah.
You can see the geothermal steam coming up from over there. So there's some interesting stuff over there. We're gonna probably go over there and take a look at it. Going in between the tectonic plates. This is geothermal water, and Sarah says it's pretty warm. Because we're in the caves. You can see the opening for the cave up here. These are the caves. This is the tectonic plate between two continents. The one on your left is Europe. The one on the right is North America.
These plates are so cool. Like, you really gotta watch your step because there's like craters all in here. It's uneven. Pretty cool. It's just an amazing landscape everywhere here. It's really indescribable. It's barren, yet it's lush. But really interesting tour. I'm so glad we were able to squeeze something in. It's really made this stop kind of fill in a lot of empty spaces for the just so much that Iceland has to offer. So the caves are down here, and the water is like a really nice warm. It's not hot, but it's really nice and warm. And not a whole lot of light in there, but it's really nice.
All right, we're at the mud pits. Hot mud. You don't go in it. 80 to 100 degrees centigrade or Celsius, how we're going to call it. So it's hot. So you don't go
Bubbling.
in. Yes. So we're going to take a look at that. Good old steam. Look at that thing come out. Smells wonderful, doesn't it? Want to take a bath?
You end up stinkier.
Yeah, you're not going to get clean. It's a mud pit for one. It's so.
It's cool. I mean, you know, steam coming up out of the ground and heats up most of the town. I mean, that's crazy. That's what they use the steam for heat. Running through tubes all the way through to everybody's house. Crazy.
Yeah.
So that was our visit to Akureyri, Iceland. I knew I was going to mess it up.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
But it was beautiful. It was, some of it was just surreal. It was just so different. And I had no idea the diverse landscapes we would see in such a, what seemed like a small area. Is that how it seemed to you?
Well, we did go in to the interior about 50 miles from the port. So we did get to see a lot of the interior, the northern interior. We lucked out because when we got on shore, we didn't have a tour booked because last night when we were looking and the night before when we were looking, everything was sold out.
And even before we got on the ship, we looked and everything was pretty much done. So we just kind of took our chances and we got lucky, and we not only had time to walk through town and come back and chill in the room a little bit before we left and get some lunch, but we got, what was it, a 6-hour tour?
A 6-hour tour, and we paid less than what you would for the ship.
Yeah.
The ship, it cost you $200 a person. We paid $108 for that tour. And it's the exact same tour as you get on the ship. So we saved ourselves $180 just by gambling like that.
Yeah.
But if you're coming to this area during the summer months, there's another ship in town also, and you might want to book something in advance. You can't, you don't have to book the ship tours. You can book something else online, which is going to be cheaper for you.
Yeah, that's true. But you are taking your chances.
Yes.
So if you for sure want to get a tour and it's worth the price, which I think it would have been worth it to us if we could book it.
Yeah.
You know, if you have a chance to book it, I would say book it because it will fill up. They don't have endless amounts of buses and tours here. So something to think about.
But that's it for this area. On to our next port in Iceland, and we'll show it to you next week. Until then, bye. All right, we booked a tour, but it isn't in.
Our bed is like a pseudo crater. We just fall into it.
Well, it's probably a lot softer than that.
Probably much softer than those craters.
Look at all the people. These are the most people we've
this is the most people.
Kevin's hair is getting blown all over the place.